Welcome to iHeartMedia Communities. I have Suzanne Stone from Komen here with me today. Hi, Suzanne.
Hello, how are you?
Happy to have you on the show.
Thank you.
We are so psyched to be working with Komen. Do we say Komen Austin anymore, or do we have a new name?
Well, you can say Komen Austin
Okay.
if you want,
Yes.
but that's not all of us.
Okay.
So we are now Komen Greater Central and East Texas.
Okay.
So before January, we were serving the 5-county area that's close to Austin.
Right.
So if you can hear us, you're probably in one of those 5 counties.
Sure.
And we've been doing that for over 20 years now. And what we recognized is, we had a Komen that was existing in Waco and one in Tyler, and serving 17 counties up that direction, kind of, you take a diagonal kind of northeast. And so they were serving there. The number of people who need our help continues to increase. And so working with that affiliate, what was apparent was that we can do more. And so we merged with the affiliate that was serving Komen in Waco and in Tyler, in those 17 counties. And still we decided that's just not quite enough.
We can do more.
We can do more.
That's awesome.
We can do more. So we've expanded to 58 counties.
Wow.
We're serving 5 million people in the greater Central and East
Wow.
Texas area. So if you head down to, say, Kyle and San Marcos and then over to Llano, and then you zoom up all the way to Ellis County. So you're going to pass Waco, absolutely, all of that, and, Temple, and you'll get to Tyler, and then you hang a hard right, and go over to Longview, all the way to the Louisiana border, then zoom down towards Nacogdoches.
That's awesome.
Bryan College Station, and then down back to Bastrop County, that knows us well, and Smithville, and zoom back around to Austin. And so that's our 58 counties, because there are a lot of women, and we believe 100% that no matter your zip code, we can help you. You deserve to have the breast health care that you need. So we want to be able to say yes. So if you can hear my voice and you can hear this show, then the answer is yes.
That is fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a lot to take on. However, see a need, fill a need. I like that.
Absolutely.
Like that attitude. That's excellent.
Absolutely.
So because you are now expanded and so huge, I'm guessing you'll need money.
We do. We do. So what's really exciting is with our expansion, we are continuing to fund the great partners that we've always funded.
Yes.
So that's really important for everybody to know. Just because we have more people to serve doesn't mean we're pulling funding from those who
no.
we've already been serving.
Right.
We absolutely continue to serve them. In fact, we just invested another $60,000 in the Waco and Tyler communities just this past month.
If somebody's not familiar with where the money goes, why don't you give us an overview of how the money works? Because, I think people have an idea of what Komen does, but I don't know if they know specifics unless they've benefited.
Absolutely. So you're right. A lot of people don't quite understand exactly how this works, so this is how it'll work. So if you sign up for More Than Pink Walk in Austin or Waco or Tyler, because we have 3.
Okay.
So no matter which one you sign up for, or you just and you raise some money, or you make a donation to somebody else's fundraising page, or you just want to send us a check because you're feeling generous and this is a passion of yours. The way that this will work is that 25 cents of that is going to go towards research. So all of the Komens, there's 60 affiliates across the country, representing millions and millions of women and men too, who also get breast cancer across the country. And so we take 25 cents of every dollar and we invest it collectively into research. Komen is the largest nonprofit funder of research in the country. And in fact, this year we will get to 1 billion.
Wow.
That's with a B, invested into research.
That's exciting.
It is, to not only curing this disease, but also to improve treatments and improve therapy and improve quality of life. Because right now we can't prevent you from getting breast cancer.
Right.
But we can change how the treatment affects you. We can change your quality of life after diagnosis. And so that's a lot of research as well. So 25 cents of every one of that dollar that you gave us is going to go towards that effort.
Okay.
And then the remaining 75%, that's going to stay right in the community. Now, our community is bigger. 100%.
Right.
Absolutely, it's bigger. But what we'll do at the end of our fiscal year is we ask for applications, for grant applications. So people apply from all over our 58 counties.
Mm-hmm.
They can apply from anywhere. It doesn't matter. And so these are nonprofit health care providers. So maybe they're doing things like providing mammograms, free mammograms.
Right.
So they're treating women who don't have insurance and who don't qualify for federal assistance. These are women who live in the gap.
Right.
That's who Komen serves the most.
It's a lot of women who live in the gap.
A lot of women in the gap. So these are women, oftentimes, more often than not, these are women that are working. Mm-hmm. They're entrepreneurs, or they're single parents, or they're independent contractors.
Right.
Right. So they're making they're 1099
right
all day long, but they don't have enough for health insurance, so they choose to feed their kids or themselves, and that's fair.
And we get it.
We totally get it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So all we want to do is make sure that we can catch that breast cancer early. So it'll be organizations that are paying for mammograms. Mm-hmm. They want to provide these women with mammograms, and we pay for them. Another kind of organization that we would fund would be for diagnosis. So if you get a positive hit on that mammogram, that's great, but now you still have to pay for that testing. So we're going to pay for that as well. Same thing with treatment, COBRA payments. A lot of organizations out there are serving women. They find out that they have breast cancer, so their support systems, organizations within those communities, and women will lose their jobs because they can no longer work because of their treatment. That means they're going to have to pay for COBRA,
which is so expensive.
So expensive.
Oh my God! It's hey, you get to keep your insurance, but it's going to cost like your mortgage.
Yeah, your entire mortgage. Because who saves up for that?
Nobody.
No, nobody saves up for that. Mm-mm. So if you've lost your job, what are the chances are that you can, how long can you possibly afford COBRA?
Yeah.
So COBRA payments are another thing that we fund. We also fund organizations that are organizations like Meals on Wheels. So these are home health organizations that go into into a breast cancer patient's house and deliver groceries, or help give them a bath, or vacuum.
Right. Just the things that help and make life better.
The things that help and make life better, because cancer is hard, but it doesn't have to be this hard. And so that's where your money's going.
That's awesome.
And when you invest with us, when you fundraise for us, I call it investing, because that's really what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're trusting us.
That's a good way to describe it.
You're trusting us with that dollar. So when you invest, what you're doing is saying, hey, we trust you to invest in community organizations that you've vetted. So our promise to you is that your dollar is working really hard. We can make your dollar work harder. We're making sure that the organizations are fiscally sound.
That's excellent.
That we're seeing results, and we can tell you all about those. So that's what happens when you support Komen. The money absolutely supports women who live in your area.
So if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Suzanne Stone, and I want to know about the More Than Pink Walk. Let's talk about this, because there are some changes. It's coming up on September 29th, and that's all I know.
So everybody's heard Race for the Cure, Race for the Cure.
Of course.
And so this year, what you'll see around the country, this isn't just happening in the Austin community or the Waco community or the Tyler community. This year, you'll see a shift nationally to the More Than Pink Walk.
Okay.
And so there's several reasons around that shift, but the primary reason is it's not really a race. We're not really running.
Right.
That's not what we're there for. We're really there to celebrate the journey of a breast cancer survivor, fighter, thriver, and then remember those whose journey has ended. And so it's not about the distance. It's not about how fast you can go. It's really just about the journey. And so the More Than Pink Walk is really a better a better name
Sure.
for what this really is.
Yes.
And we aren't just about pink. We're about a lot of things. We're about research.
Right.
We're about community. We're about care. We're about action and advocacy and changing policy. So there's lots of things that we do outside of mammograms.
Right.
And we want to make sure everybody understands that, everybody knows that. And then when you come to the More Than Pink Walk, that you're going to find your people there.
Yeah.
This is an incredibly emotional experience. And I promise you, it doesn't matter if you got diagnosed with breast cancer yesterday or 10 years ago. When you cross that finish line, it's an emotional journey.
Absolutely.
And you will see a community of literally thousands of people there to welcome you to the other side of that line and to celebrate your journey and let you know that you're not by yourself. You're a part of the Komen family, and that's why we want you to come.
That's
we want you to
awesome.
come and be a part of the event.
So it's at a different location this year?
It is. Lots of change. Why not? Why not? 58 counties, 5 million people. Race for the Cure is now the More Than Pink Walk. And, we used to be at the Austin American Statesman for the last couple years, which is a great location. And we love them. They've been such great partners. They've got a lot going on.
Yes.
A lot going on. So we have made the switch to the Palmer Event Center.
Okay.
And it is, a lot of people say, well, like Armadillo Christmas Bazaar, is it inside? What's going on over there? So think about where the Long Center is.
Right.
On that back side. On the big lawn.
Okay.
So if you know where the pond is on that Riverside Drive side, that's where we're going to be.
Okay.
So that's where the walk is going to be. Walk Village opens at 6:30 in the morning, bright and early. Opening ceremonies start at 7:30. So you'll definitely need to get there early and on time. We've got a 15-minute opening ceremony you do not want to miss.
Oh, wow.
One thing I can promise you is you don't have to listen to me. In fact,
Suzanne,
you may not even.
What if I want to?
You may not even see me. I'm going to be hiding in the background. So you'll have an opportunity to hear from and see survivors, fighters, and thrivers, members of our community, people who are really important to this journey and really excited to be on this journey with you. So we encourage everybody to be there by 7:30, and we will. So that's when it starts. We'll have fun warm up. There's nothing like Zumba super loud at that time of the morning, and get ready to rock
get up
and roll.
and awake whether you
Yes.
like it or not.
That is the truth. And so we'll do a little warm up. We'll have opening ceremonies, and then the walk will start about 8 a.m.
So, couple questions.
Yes.
Dogs?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
This is Austin.
Yes,
So
it is.
It's interesting. We really talked a lot about this, and there are a lot of our partners across the country, are saying, yeah, but this really isn't about dogs. And I said, well, you don't live here.
Yeah, you don't get it. Today,
Our people come with dogs.
Yes, they do.
I bring my dog to work. Everybody brings their dogs everywhere. So Pause for the Cure is absolutely here.
Excellent.
Rogue Pet Food. Is
cool.
our back again to partner with us to bring Pause for the Cure. They're a local dog food company. They do amazing stuff, and they're great partners. So your dog can get a really awesome bandana.
Nice. That's cool. How about strollers and babies and all ages?
Yes, of course. Strollers,
Okay.
babies, bring them all. This is a walk.
Right.
It's not a run. Now, if you want to run, go, you run. And if you want to run a 5K, more power to you. So this course is going to be about 1.5 miles.
Okay.
It's not certified, though. So if you need this for some...
Not a chip run.
It's not
or
a
anything
chip
like
run.
that.
No,
Okay.
no. And it's not timed because we all have devices. So whether that's a Fitbit or your phone or your watch...
You can time it.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yes.
I know we can do this,
That's
right?
true.
You can do this. So if you would like to run it, you are more than welcome to run it. I don't
Okay.
want to tell you can't. If you want to run a 5K, do it twice.
There you go.
Yeah, just go around again.
I like this attitude.
Yeah, because you know what? The answer is yes.
Yes.
Heather, the answer is yes. We are going to help you. And if you want to run, we want to celebrate you running as well. So please run. If you want to wear a tutu and a pink wig, yes.
Do it.
Absolutely. We see posters, life-size posters, all kinds of amazing things. You know, Dell is has been our presenting partner here in Austin for many, many years. And this year, Dell is actually the series presenting sponsor. So not only are they presenting here in Austin, but they also are in Waco, and they did in Tyler as well.
That's fabulous. Thank you, Dell.
Yes, thank you, Dell, so much. So here's what's really exciting. Not only can you do this walk in Austin on September the 29th, you can do the one in Waco, too.
Yeah?
On October the 26th.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
get your outfit on the 29th.
Yeah, break it in again on the 26th because, you know, it's not like Waco's that far. And especially if you're in Georgetown, Round Rock, or you're north, if you're north of the madness that is downtown Austin, then it's like...
You might as well go north. It's way better.
45 minutes. So we want you to come to both. That's what we would really love.
Okay.
You can go to KomenWalk.org to register.
Okay.
And that's just, it's easy. Komen, Komen, not A, KomenWalk.org. Or you can just visit us online on our regular website.
Right.
And that's Komen Greater, and then the letters CETX. Central and East Texas. We're trying to make it as easy as we can.
And if you can't find that, just Google Komen Austin.
Google Komen Austin. We're still going to show up.
Yeah.
We're still going to show up.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, and we've got, a great staff, tons of amazing volunteers. I just can't thank the community enough. And we hope everybody comes out. Not only do we want you to come, we want you to fundraise. So think about paying it forward.
That's right.
Think about every woman who didn't have an opportunity to get a mammogram and didn't find her cancer until it was stage 3. Think about those women who can't afford that diagnostic test, and they're sitting with the answer of, yes, there's something going on, but you're going to need to come up with $250 to find out what it is.
Because, and let's recap the fact that it is very survivable.
It is.
If it's caught early enough.
That's correct. So if you are diagnosed between stage 0 and stage 2, which is something that almost all the time can only be found on a mammogram,
right?
That your 5-year survival rate is 99%.
That fantastic.
That means there's a 99% chance that you're still gonna be there to go watch your kid graduate from high school.
That's right.
Walk your niece down the aisle.
Be a grandma.
Be all of the really great life things. So stage 2, just to give you an idea, a stage 2 breast cancer tumor, and I'm going to generalize here because there are lots and lots of different kinds of breast cancer, but let's say it's a mass. The kind of mass that you can feel, by the time you can feel it, is going to be stage 2, and that's about the size of a pea.
Okay.
Stage 2 and 3.
Okay.
Stage 3 and 4, once you hit stage 3, your 5-year survival rate drops to 60%.
So we want to get it between 0 and 2.
Right. So the only way to get it is to get a mammogram.
Okay.
That's it. So you're never going to catch it at stage 0 on your own.
No.
You won't. It's just not possible. You're not going to find it at stage 1 either. It's most likely going to be at 2 or 3 if you find it yourself. And then you're going to have to go get, obviously you're going to go get screened. So if you can hear my voice and you have your cell phone with you, because I know that you do, I'm fairly confident.
Everybody does.
Everybody does. So when you get to a stoplight, or if you're at work or at home, I want you to pull the cell phone out and send a text to every woman that you know, that you love, who's 40 and over, and ask them if they've had their mammogram.
That's awesome.
And if they haven't, because they can't afford one, send them to us.
Okay.
That's
awesome.
And that's why you fundraise. That's why we need help, to make sure that every woman who needs one can have one. Every woman that needs a diagnostic test can have that test. That's what we want to do. That's why we ask you to fundraise. That's why we ask you to come to the More Than Pink Walk and be a part of the Komen family.
September 29th, website is KomenWalk.org. Suzanne, we're running out of time. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us.
Thanks, Heather.